From the womb to your room, your baby's umbilical cord is art? Porn stars bear it all. See what they really look like sans makeup. How to rock fashions like the Irish. Welcome to Life Love Shopping. I'm Rachel Kay.
And I'm Michelle Yarn. Someone else bearing it all?
Yes.
Kim Kardashian, her closet.
Ooh.
We are taking a tour. She has a $90,000 pair of shoes, and they're not even heels. So we'll get to that soon.
And sheer envy. And then, of course, we're going to bust some acne myths. You know, when you think you're sleeping in your makeup at night, you're going to break out. We're going to separate fact from fiction.
Is it bad to use a baby wipe to get my makeup off? Because
No.
I've definitely done that a couple times.
No,
so
it is
hopefully
not.
we'll dispel that one.
All right, well, Facebook is a breeding ground for fibbers since you can hide behind, of course, your smartphone and the internet.
And we know some people feel pressure to make their lives seem more fabulous than their friends. That is why 1 in 4 women lie, exaggerate, or distort what they've been up to. 1/3 admitted to lying on social media at some point. Now, according to a new study, the most common reasons for lying were to look exciting, jealousy over somebody else's great life, and wanting to impress others. So what exactly are we lying about? Going out on the town when we're actually home alone, embellishing an exotic vacation, or even our jobs. And 1 in 5 also lie about relationship status. Now, psychologists say pretending and attempting to be happy all the time is exhausting and ultimately unfulfilling. I say no duh. Now, you don't lie on Facebook, but you do stretch.
I stretch. I delay my posts. So if you tag me in something, like if you're tagged in a picture or where you were at or check in, I then just wait a day or two so no one can find me or know where I'm at. So in case I tell somebody one thing and I'm somewhere else, they might not see it.
All right.
It's not really lying. You don't lie on Facebook. Do you lie on Facebook?
No. People lie on those mom boards, I gotta say. I go on those all the time now, and in the comment section, one lady, today, I read this article, she's like, I was back in my pre-pregnancy clothes 5 days after giving birth. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. So you can't believe everything you see.
No, smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. All right, well, another Facebook thing we all do is, of course, like stuff. From pages to posts, you can score, of course, free stuff and discounts, but your likes actually reveal more about you than you think. Analysts in the UK created a formula that accurately predicts certain qualities such as race, age, IQ, and personality. The likes included photos, status updates, and Facebook pages of popular websites. Each person, on average, likes 170 things. Yeah, top likes to show you have a really high IQ. This one I don't get. Thunderstorms, The Colbert Report, science, that one makes sense, and curly fries, sure. And on the lower end of the IQ, Sephora, I Love Being a Mom, Harley Davidson, and the country band Lady Antebellum. Now, researchers gave no real explanation why, but it's a bit of a landmark study because it illustrates how things are no longer short-lived, providing years' worth of personal data. You know what you can also do with those likes, Michelle? You can screen dates. I've heard.
Nobody here has done that.
I've heard you can go and see what their likes are, and then you can see if you have some common interests.
Because even if you have a private profile, they can still go and read and see what your likes are. Interesting. All right, well, with the weather warming up, it is time to appreciate the outdoors. So here are some great date ideas. Go to a music, food, or art festival that's outside. There's so many happening this time of year. You can go to a website like festivals.com, for instance, and find out which festivals are happening where you live, and then soak up that wonderful weather along with some culture. You could also go to a drive-in movie if you can find one around you. Now is the time of year you can comfortably sit in your car at a drive-in movie without being too hot or too cold. You could also go on a bicycle ride around town, and if you're brave and don't care about people judging you, you can try a bicycle built for two.
Sounds like fun. Well, spring fashion means it's time to break out all those pastels you've buried in the back of your closet. While you may not have your glowing skin just yet, this is how to wear pastels without looking completely washed out. Start off with your nails. This is a great way to integrate pastels into your look. Toes or fingernails, pastel nails look good on everybody. You can sort of cheer up from those winter blues and do a different color on each finger. Then, of course, there's shoes. Gotta love a good pair of espadrilles. These flat ones are super cute and comfy, and if you go for pastel, you will fit right in. And a handbag. Carry it on your arm with this adorable bag by Steve Madden. Go with the multi-tone look, the color blocking, but in the pastels. It'll blend well. You can match it with so much more than you otherwise would.
Ladies, we love fashion, but are we always up to date and on trend? No. So helping us get our Irish style on is Ireland's own Darren Kennedy. Thanks for joining us, Darren.
My absolute pleasure, Michelle, and you're very welcome to Dublin today. As you can see, it's very busy behind me.
Listen, between St. Patrick's Day and spring travel season, we all have Ireland on the brain here at Life Love Shopping. So tell us about the fashion trends making waves over there.
Well, do you know what? I guess, as you say, spring, summer is on the way and people are thinking about transitional dressing. One of the Irish designers who is probably really at the fore right now is up-and-coming designer Simone Rocha. Now, Simone is 26 years old. She's originally from Dublin. And if you have read any glossy magazine over the past 6 to 12 months, you could not have missed her designs. I mean, Lady Gaga wore one of her beautiful, soft, feminine lace dresses. It was a beautiful mint on the cover of Vogue not so long ago. So, I mean, I think, pastel colors, or else go really bold and really bright with your neons.
Well, and I know that pastels are in, but also Pantone's color of the year, emerald green. You're rocking the emerald green bow tie as well. How can we work that into our clothes this season?
Well, I mean, if you're a guy, do as I did and get yourself a nice, rich, opulent, succulent, textured green velvet bow tie. Perfect for St. Patrick's Day. If you're a lady, I think, emerald green, I think bring it in your jewelry. Go for a fantastic hat accessory. I mean, the world's #1 milliner at the moment is our very own Philip Tracy, who is from County Galway, just the gateway to the Connemara. Really beautiful spot. And he draws a lot of his inspiration from the landscape, from the materials, from nature as well. The royal family are a massive fan of his. In fact, at last year's royal wedding, he dressed 36 of the guests. Well, at least gave them headpieces anyway.
What about when it comes to the office for us? What are your fashion no-nos for the office?
Oh, fashion no-nos. Well, not too much cleavage, ladies, and not too much leg. A little bit of demure is elegance. But actually, quite interestingly, Orla Kiley, who is, an amazing Irish designer. She started out making bags and really simple things, and now she has exploded. And her latest presentation was an office setting. It was quite Mad Men. It was set in the 50s and 60s, and it was all her models in a secretarial pool. It was really beautifully done. And do you know what? Irish fashion, like Irish culture, it's rich in heritage. If you want to know more, make sure to log on to Ireland.com.
Darren, thank you so much. If you want more information, you can also head to our website, lifeloveshopping.com.
Some fashion rules are meant to be broken. Well, we all have a favorite Girl Scout cookie, and that cookie actually says a lot about your fashion sense. Lucky Magazine breaks it down for us. Starting with the trefoil shortbreads. They're shaped, like the official Girl Scout logo, and this buttery flavor is a staple. Its fans have an equally classic taste in clothes that skews a little bit preppy like here. Thin Mints. The cookie says it all. It seems like an innocent chocolate circle until you bite into its minty, fresh awesomeness. The Thin Mint girls wear really simple outfits with that same je ne sais quoi. Samoa's Caramel Delights. The coconut-crusted, chocolate-dipped, and covered in stripes. These tasty rings are like edible street-style stars. Fans also prefer clothes that stand out, and there's a trend that if there's a trend, they will try it. Do-si-dos, the peanut butter sandwiches. While this nutty variety has a cozy, Grandma keeps these in her cupboard thing going, its devotees' outfits also give a similar sense of nostalgia. Their closets are filled with fit and flare dresses, low sock hop heels, and those bird-embroidered sweaters. The Lemonade, sleek and sporty as the name of the lemonade lovers game. They gravitate toward pieces with the same citrus-like crispness. Michelle, do you have a cookie and does your style match?
I am a huge Samoa fan, but since I went dairy-free, I had to go with the Thin Mints. But I just think they should just make them all smaller and I can eat them as cereal and then I'll be a happy girl.
Oh my gosh, cereal would be really good. I'm more of a tagalongs girl, and they said, I had to write it down because it wasn't in there. They're the ultimate comfort food, fans of flats, jeans, and anything cashmere. But I like Thin Mints too, so a bit of a combination.
I'll eat them all.
You eat them all. Or well, whether you have children or have never even held a baby, there's actually a lot to learn.
Yep, we've got some fascinating facts you may not have known about these teeny tiny humans. First of all newborns nearsighted, okay? They can only see people and objects at their clearest when they're about 8 to 12 inches away. They say that's so that they can see mom's face when they're being held.
Oh.
Newborn babies don't shed tears. They may actually cry a lot, but they don't form tears. Their ducts and glands are working, they just don't produce enough. It's just enough to lubricate and protect protect their eyes. And newborns recognize mom's voice at birth. Their hearing isn't even 100% yet, but the one sound they're able to recognize is the sound of mama's voice and respond to this sound above all others.
And 4 babies are born every second. 255 births occur around the world every minute. That's 4.3 births every single second. Babies also have more bones than adults. They start with 270, and by the time they reach adulthood, they have only 206. The number drops once their spine and skull fuse together as the baby grows.
All right, well, staying on the baby train, from the womb to your room, how would you feel about hanging umbilical cord art in your home? Apparently this idea is taking off. A company called Little Cord Art takes the whole keepsake idea to an entirely new level. They take a slice of your child's umbilical cord, and then they turn it into the artwork that you see here. And don't freak out, Rachel's already got the heebie-jeebies. They don't taxidermy the cord or anything crazy like that. Their website explains the process like this. They take a cross-section of your baby's umbilical cord, they stain it to develop different color schemes, and then they take a picture of it through a microscope. So it's totally unique art. No two cords are alike. I think it's pretty cool. It'd be better than putting that stump in your shadow box and hanging it up in your house.
Yes, yes.
So I might try it. I don't know.
I think you should. It actually looks like art. You can't even tell that it's not.
Yeah.
I think my mom still has them wrapped up in saran wrap in a drawer.
It's kinda
That's
gross.
way grosser. That's actually pretty though.
From Girl Scout cookies to baby stumps.
You never know what you're gonna get here.
All right, well, coming up on Life Love Shopping, you've seen them without their clothes. Now you can see porn stars without their makeup. These are before and after photos you have to see to believe.
Yes, plus curious about what Kim Kardashian's closet looks like? Stay tuned to find out. We're taking you inside.
Cute. Welcome back to Life Love Shopping. I'm Michelle Yarn. She's Rachel K. We're going to have a little sexy time.
Yes, get ready.
Not together.
No,
Just
separate. Separate.
Okay.
What we're talking about.
Glad we clarified.
Well, movies have made some jobs unexpectedly sexy. We're talking doormen, teachers, not just those hot firemen. The appeal, of course, is that they're handsome and protective figures. Well, here are our favorite hunks. Teachers, pretty much any kind, like Mr. Shoop, remember, from the movie Summer School, or professors like, of course, Indiana Jones, because smart is sexy, and smart about incredibly esoteric knowledge that we don't know what they're talking about is especially sexy. All right, and then horse whisperers, stable grooms. Robert Redford gets a no duh here. And yes, I know the boy in War Horse was really a farmer, but men working with horses are great and so sexy. And then airplane pilots, from Denzel Washington in Flight to Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer in Top Gun. Those guys party hard and look hot while doing it.
And somehow the random fix-it-all guy is always cute too in movies. He can fix anything, and he's a carpenter and he's a mechanic, all in one.
Sweeps you off your feet, and then you're in love and married. Yeah. Well, showing off cleavage is always a fashion do in Hollywood, but now there is a new boob show going on.
All right, Morgan Miller is here with the details on the side boob trend. Morgan?
Well, forget the push-up bras and plunging necklines. Right now, the current trend is side boob. Yeah, I said it's side boob, and some of Hollywood's hottest are letting it all hang out, like Oscar winner Jennifer Lawrence. But J-Lo kept the side boob classy when she wore this peekaboo black dress to the Independent Spirit Awards. Jersey Shore star JWoww, however, kept it really trashy, but we're not surprised, are we? Poor Anne Hathaway wore this dress to the Oscars, and yeah, it got a little side boobage, but those 2 points on her dress got Anne Hathaway nipples trending on Twitter. And this girl started the whole trend. You can thank her for all the excess breasts you've been seeing. Queen of side boobage, Miss Miley Cyrus. Here's an example. She wore this dress to the Clive Davis pre-Grammy party this year, and she's been crowned queen because this is not her first, nor second, nor third offense. This is an every other day thing for Miley. It seems like this trend is more TMI than anything. I don't think I'll be participating, though. Back to you, ladies.
If
Miley, what is going on with that girl, man?
If only, you know, they actually were that perky at our age to look like that. So
Speak for yourself, miss.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, fine. Well, these ladies we're about to talk about have some perky boobs. We're talking about porn stars. Now, stars of the porn variety show a little more than side boob, and now you can see their faces completely naked as well. Makeup artist Melissa Murphy posted some amazing make-unders of stars on her Instagram account. We've got to say, a naked face definitely more revealing than a naked body. Check these out. These girls don't even look like porn stars.
No, her face shape looks totally different there too.
Yeah.
Can we hire this person? Because
they're
that is
unrecognizable.
amazing.
I think that's the point though, because they don't really want to be recognized on the street.
Well,
I think if
until
you're a
you
porn
get this
star,
girl who just posts all your business on her Instagram account, and now we're talking about it on TV, but
you know, there you have it.
All right.
Quite
She's
a
talented.
transformation. Yeah.
All right, well, everybody is also watching Kim Kardashian, right? We always want to know what she's going to wear next. Have you ever wondered what her closet looks like? Well, Kim showed off her wardrobe in a tour with her pal, Brittany Gastineau, all for a series called Eye on Glam. Check this out.
Rows and rows of Christian Louboutin, Giuseppe Zanotti, Jimmy Choo. Yup, that's what Kim's closet looks like.
I have like love affairs with so many shoes.
So tell me.
They're just like a keepsake. I would have to officially say Lanvin is my favorite designer.
Oh, did I mention she has more than one closet? One for her bags and shoes, and just one for her clothes.
Since you're such a glamour girl, this is like this Balmain dress I wore to the Cannes Film Festival.
It's safe to say that any girl would die to have her closet.
Kim K loves to find any excuse to buy herself new bags.
When Lamar got traded to Dallas Mavericks, blue was their color. So
Right.
it's like any excuse to get
Get
like
the blue one.
a blue one, yeah.
And how can we forget about her Louis Vuitton bag collection?
I always get a bag from each like Louis Vuitton collection, like a really like signature wild piece, whether it's like the graffiti or the multicolored or the cherry or this new collection.
Oh, did I mention Kim has a $90,000 sneaker? You heard correctly, $90,000.
I mean,
Ridiculous, right?
can you even get these?
No, they didn't make a whole lot. Luckily, I know someone
You know
that was
someone,
able to get me a pair.
Whether it's feathers, rhinestones, or pearls, Hermes, McQueen, or Lanvin, chances are Kim K has it in her closet.
So we're both sitting here
Look
like,
at this.
Really?
Millions of dollars.
and those
of clothes.
sneakers, by the way, do you ever see Kim Kardashian in anything other than heels?
No.
Total waste.
No.
Total waste.
No, they did look a little worn, but she probably just wears them in the house.
I don't know. House shoes, $90,000 house shoes must be nice.
Yeah, she can, right?
Crazy.
All right, well, coming up on Life Love Shopping, we are popping common acne myths. Find out the truth after the break. I know, gross.
Plus the solutions to your crazy eyebrow problems. That's all coming up next when Life Love Shopping returns. Welcome back to Life Love Shopping. All right, we hate to break it to you. I hated
know,
breaking
it's
this to
bad news.
myself. That sushi, not as healthy as you might want to believe. In some
Nope.
cases, you may as well choose a greasy burger.
Yes, the culprit is all that white rice wrapped around just that tiny piece of fish and that tiny little vegetables. Well, a dietitian explains to Yahoo Shine the calorie breakdown. Here we go. A typical sushi roll has 290 to 350 calories. Not bad, but it has the carb equivalent of up to 4 slices of bread. So take a California roll. That's the same as 2 sandwiches filled with fake crab sticks, a sliver of avocado, and a tiny bit of veggies. Now make that 2 servings, and you're looking at 740 calories and 22 grams of sugar. That's a Big Mac and a small fry, total of 780 calories and only 9 grams of sugar.
Now splash on 2 packets of soy sauce and you'll add about 1,000 milligrams of sodium. That's nearly as much salt as 5 slices of bacon. And by the way, that rice seasoned with vinegar infused with sugar and salt. And think about it, that rice can make up 75% of each bite you take. So you're eating more carbs than protein and veggies. Now the silver lining here, when it comes to fat content, sushi is the better choice over fast food. So, unfortunately, you got to cut back on all the good stuff, the cream cheese, the spicy mayo, and the tempura, and maybe stick to sashimi to cut the calories.
Yes. You also had a good suggestion to do ditch the rice and put cucumber.
They can wrap it in cucumber
So
for
you could do one with the rice and then, all the rest of the
and
cucumber.
then add up the sakatinis, and you're just SOL.
It's the splurge day. All right, we've heard that the rumors that junk food or sleeping in your makeup can actually cause your face to break out, but are they true? Allure magazine separates fact from fiction. All right, does going to bed without washing your face lead to breakouts? Well, we can't blame everything on dirt. While it's true that it does make your acne worse, your biology actually has more say in all of that. All right, next up. Cheeseburgers, they cause breakouts. This one is kind of true, but the burger isn't necessarily the problem. It's the cheese and the bun. Studies show that dairy and high glycemic foods like flour, rice, and potatoes contribute to acne. And what about the idea that toothpaste can double as zit cream? The baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, alcohol, menthol, and triclosan found in toothpaste do dry up excess oil, but those ingredients can cause peeling and irritation.
All right, let's talk about your brows for a second. They might be thin, unruly, patchy, or stick straight. Here are some fixes from Birchbox. If your problem is you have no arch, use that natural space between your brow and your eyelid to determine the shape your brow should take. If there isn't much space, remove the hair to open up your eyes. If you have a lot of space, keep the hair fuller to avoid that surprise look. And lastly, your brows have a mind of their own. The solution, draw and snip them into submission. You can draw your brow shape and then snip around it. So that's your fix.
Cute.
All right, make sure you follow us on Facebook and on Twitter as well.